Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk about Shadowland rewards, and I want to discuss rewards that people in the community have gotten, and then the community's response in general. And this video is aimed to basically do two things. On the one hand, I want to compile and then share with you guys as much data as I've gotten from people actually showing me their rewards, so you can see what other people are getting, and you can gauge whether or not it's worthwhile to you to also go after those kinds of Shadowland rewards for the new Shadowland with the new chests. And then secondly, of course, to address the community's issue and problem with the existing rewards and hopefully bend Netmarble's ear a bit so that we can get better rewards, because you guys put in the work. You deserve to get something that equals the amount of effort put in. Effort, reward. It has to be balanced, and right now I can feel it that you guys are saying it's out of balance, so my job is to try to help you guys put it more into balance by, you know, talking to my employer, etc. over at Netmarble. But before we start, I have to say I just checked, and I'm recording this about 4 hours after the Mr. Fantastic CTP of Rage video. I'm honestly blown away by the amount of support and the amount of kind of community involvement with this. I didn't expect this at all, to be honest. I had kind of possibly cynical expectations about how you guys would react to me gambling, but we are already over, just 4 hours into it, we're already over 2,000 likes of the gateway to, or the kind of the goal of 3,000. So I'm super impressed. I'm super humbled. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy to be set up, just whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't really care about spending the money. I mean, I care, but I just want to entertain you guys, and I just want to do some fun stuff. And if that's what you guys want, and that makes you laugh or whatever, then all the more power to you. And I'll be, you know, the irresponsible one on this side of the camera. Anyways, let's discuss the Shadowland rewards. Now, you guys have already seen my rewards from the discussion in the previous video if you missed that. Now, I want to go through some of the community rewards in order to get a more accurate sample size of the rewards, because just mine is just really not enough, and I even goofed mine up. As you can see, I'm missing some cookies there. I'm 5 out of 10, so I should have technically gotten more rewards. So we're going to start off on Twitter, and just preface this by saying huge thank you to everyone that sent me their rewards. I had a bit more difficulty remembering and kind of copying and pasting rewards of people who just sent them to me as text. So in the future, either message me on Twitter so I have a physical copy available on the internet at like a static location, another kind of website, or screenshot it as an image. It's much easier for me to save it on my computer and have it there as a file rather than just having a text document full of words. So this one from Ahmad, he got to level 74. Congratulations. He got 6 chests in total. He got a legendary card, 2 4-star Uru, or 2 4-star obelisks, a 5-star obelisk, a 6-star obelisk, and then 30 hidden tickets. So yeah, his emote there at the end kind of tells you everything you need to know. It kind of hurts. I mean, the 6-star obelisk is basically worth about, you know, 500 to 600 crystals if you compare it to the CTP chests that I was rolling. So it's not that bad. It's pretty good. The 30 hidden tickets I would actually be pretty okay with, because you get some pretty decent rewards from hidden tickets on average. I mean, one hidden ticket can net you an extra 4-star obelisk, so you can kind of look at it that way. The legendary card is nice, but then yeah, the 4-star gears are not very good, and there's just not a lot of variety of rewards, so you kind of just feel like you're getting the same thing over and over again. So yeah, not the best rewards. We got Rick here sending me his rewards as well for floor 78. Also, congratulations, another person made it up to the 70s. 3 4-star Urus, a 5-star card, a 4-star card, 4-star ISO boost, 5-star Uru, 5-star obelisk, 4-star obelisk, 80 clear tickets, and 10 UUKs. Now, reading this over, I don't know if Rick made a mistake. Maybe he double counted a few things, because it seems like he got too many rewards compared to someone else who got to a similar floor. Perhaps Ahmad forgot some of his rewards, or perhaps Rick just had more characters, so he got more cookies, more of the Shadowland tokens by using 3 characters per floor, because, you know, perhaps Ahmad had to solo every single floor up to 74, but Rick used 3 characters on his way for the majority of floors up to 78. But again, not very good when you can see that the majority of the rewards, you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 of the rewards are at the 4-star value. And then the 80 clear tickets, I mean, that kind of feels bad. That's like a punch in the gut. The 10 UUKs honestly feels kind of shitty too. It's really easy to farm UUKs, so getting 10 in a box when you could be getting a CTP or something wild like that is really painful. Now, that's kind of a common theme that people are going to say as a retort before we continue on with the rewards. Is that, yeah, you've got to get bad rewards because you have a chance to get a good reward. I understand that, and I understand that feeling of expectation versus reality is really going to hurt a lot of players because they're expecting a CTP or they're expecting a 6-star card or a 6-star obelisk or a fully awakened ISO 8, and then they get a 4-star energy defense Uru. I get that, and I get that you can't get good rewards all the time because then you wouldn't play the game very much because you'd have everything and you wouldn't spend any money, and let's be honest, it's a business, so they're still trying to get some money from all of us. But then at the same time, it's that idea of your effort versus the rewards that you're getting. And you can get similar rewards in certain game modes basically for free. I mean, you can get 4, 5, and 6-star obelisks from the new Fantastic Four Deluxe Pack for Invisible Woman with that mission Doomsday. So if you compare the amount of time that it takes, just 30 seconds a mission, it's not even, it's like 30 seconds for both missions, and you get, you know, the chance to get obelisks and extreme ISO boosters. And then here you have to play for like hours to get the same amount of rewards. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more depth and how they can try to fix that. We got Rohit here. So freaking disappointing. I feel you, man. Thanks for not swearing on Twitter. For the YouTube, he got 4 4-star obelisks, a 4-star card, and a 5-star ISO. This is probably the worst set of rewards I've ever seen. It could only be worse if it was just clear tickets in there as one of them. But this is kind of showing you why it's bad. I mean, you can get these rewards from the Shield Lab. And the Shield Lab is a passive way to get rewards where you just click the pink button every 6 hours. There's no active gameplay. I think Netmarble has trouble rewarding active gameplay, and Shadowland is suffering from that. We got Bhagirath Patel, sorry if I messed up your name here. He included all these screenshots, so we're going to try to go through some of them. He got to level 74, congratulations. He got a 4-star obelisk, 4-star card, 4-star ISO. You can see this common theme here. He got 500,000 gold, which is good. Another 5-star ISO booster, a 5-star Uru, and that's it. So again, just feel the feeling of kind of empty rewards, and a lot of the rewards can only affect one character, and that's another thing to take away from it, is that you use your whole roster for Shadowland, but then the majority of the rewards you get, obelisks, ISO, and Uru, they're only available, you can only really use those on a power-up for one character. So imagine you're like a mid-level account and you're really trying to push Shadowland, you get a couple 5-star obelisks. Even if they're good obelisks, which the chances of that are low, you're only really getting upgrades for 1 or 2 characters, even though you've had to use 30, 40, 50 characters to just get that small, you know, valuable return. So it's not really good enough for the effort involved. And then we got here Nishant. RNG seems bad still. 5-star card, 750,000 gold, getting a little bit higher. A 4-star Uru and another 4-star card. So that is the rewards that I saw via Twitter. Thank you so much for all the people that sent those to me. I have some additional ones that I want to show you now. We've got Barstool Bombardier, his first set of rewards, 2 6-star ISO, which is quite nice actually, a 5-star, and then of course the dreaded clear tickets. And then on his second pull here, you've got a couple of rewards there that don't matter because they're not Shadowland chests, but then at the bottom you can see he got a CTP of regeneration. So these are the outliers. These are the super lucky people who happen to get something crazy from Shadowland. And now for him, or for whoever they are, they might feel as though they're always going to play Shadowland now because they've gotten that taste of a CTP and they want to get it again. And that's probably why those rewards are in there, to give you that hope for something magical in the future. But for everyone who doesn't get those, your morale just gets lower and lower, and week after week after week of getting, you know, 4-star card rewards, 4-star obelisk rewards, you're going to eventually give up. And that's really not the kind of rewards you want to give people in a game mode. You want them to feel as though they're always going to get something, or they may always have something worthwhile compared to their time. And then finally we have someone who's actually in my alliance, Volatile Gas. He was nice enough to record his results. He's got 6-star Uru, 4-star obelisk or ISO booster, 5-star ISO booster, some UUKs, another 4-star Uru, another 4-star Uru, another booster, a 5-star ISO, and 500,000 gold, along with another 4-star Uru. So a lot of 4-star rewards I'm seeing across the board for a lot of players. Very lackluster, very kind of underwhelming, or just kind of whelming rewards, and mine were pretty similar. So there's basically, I think, 3 ways that they can fix these rewards, and this is the kind of second part of the video where I'm trying to suggest different ways that Netmarble can change this. And it's really important for you guys to listen to this part, because if you like one over the other, you can voice your opinion in the comments, because not only do they watch the videos, I'm pretty sure by now we know that they're watching, they may also read the comments. I think they would definitely do that, and especially comments that get liked more and get hearted and stuff like that. So definitely make your voices heard. But these are just some some of the ideas, the 3 best that I've come up with. The first one is to just narrow down the list of rewards, and I know you can't do that, you can't take out all of the shitty rewards, but I think taking out the clear tickets and taking out the 4-star varieties of ISO and Uru and not obelisk, but ISO and Uru, I think just those 4-star, that would be a nice way of reducing the number of bad or lackluster rewards. If they wanted to go a step further, they could also reduce or remove the 4-star varieties of cards. So that would guarantee, that would ensure that you're always only getting 5-star and up variety of obelisk, Uru, card, and of course ISO. ISO is already at 5 stars only, so they've recognized the lack of value in 4-star ISO. They just now need to do that for the other ones. But that's the first option, not necessarily the option that they want to go with, so I will offer others. One that I've seen a lot and I actually really like, and I think it's a good idea, is rewards for getting to certain floor levels, and this will reward veterans. Not only, it will also give you something to look forward to and something to work towards, because that is something that changing the chests doesn't actually fix. Even if you change the rewards, it doesn't really reward you for getting to 70 rather than 60, so people may still just pile on the teams and roll for entry modes where you can use 6 characters and get 6 tokens, etc. But if you place different rewards, and they don't even have to be insane rewards, but just once a week, recurring rewards for getting to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100, that would go a long way to make players feel as though even if they get unlucky from these chests, they still have those guaranteed rewards to work towards. And so you could have, you know, 500,000 gold, a million gold, you could have 50 hidden tickets, you could have a 6-star obelisk, a 6-star fully awakened ISO 8. You can have all of those different types of rewards that are good enough from a chest where you would be happy to see them, but those would be gated behind larger rewards at higher stages. Now, you don't want to put the best rewards at the end, because then that creates a larger gap between newer and intermediate players and kind of veterans. So you always have to be careful, and I think Netmarble does this very well, is they keep that gap between low spenders and high spenders, and they keep the gap between newer players and older players. They keep that gap relatively small. That's why things like Alliance Battle Extreme have not had their rewards changed in a long time, because the better the rewards you put at the end of ABX, the more you punish and the more you kind of push down and oppress those players who just can't get there yet, and then they feel like their only choice is to spend money, and then they feel as though the game is completely pay to win. So you don't want that. I absolutely don't want that. So perhaps it could just be a gold reward at the 100 level mark, or perhaps you know, 100 or 200 boost points, something that can give you an advantage, but something that doesn't give you a clear you know, advantage over other players. Putting CTPs and kind of OP items like that, premium cards, that's just stupid. That's just going to create a situation where the stronger are getting strongest, or the strongest are getting stronger, and everyone else just has to deal with the scraps at the bottom. So I do think they should weight some of the better rewards to floors 40, 50, and 60 if they were going to take this route. Perhaps like a million gold, a 6-star obelisk, a 6-star card. I think 6-star cards would be beautiful, because it really helps newer players build up their card pool and re-roll bad cards into good cards. And that's something else possibly for another video, because holy shit, is it hard to roll good card stats if you're not blowing tons of crystals on it. But that is another option. The final option that they have for Shadowland to make rolling to higher stages more rewarding is similar to raid level, and basically they could reward a certain amount of XP or a certain amount of just points whenever you beat a stage, and the higher up you go from 31 up, the more XP you gain, and then each level that you gain of sort of like Shadowland raid level will give you a certain bonus, and then that bonus will help you get to higher stages without necessarily building up and having better characters. That premise, that idea, mostly benefits non-spending players because they can't spend crystals for CTPs, they can't spend to, you know, deck out their characters and mythic their uniforms and all that stuff quickly, so it allows them to passively get stronger even if their cards aren't getting better, even if they're not getting CTPs, and they'll be able to slowly push to higher stages to get more tokens and to get more rewards overall from Shadowland. And that's something that they've done before, obviously, with World Boss. They also used to do it with the old World Boss, where there would be a buff for a day when enough time, when the World Boss was killed enough times. It was 10,000 kills by any players. It would give everyone on the server, which is everyone because we all share the same server, a buff for 24 hours. And you could have the same thing once you get to a certain floor. You gain a buff that lasts until the end of the week, or lasts for the next week to make the next week of Shadowland slightly easier. The buff thing is a little bit weirder and a little bit harder to implement, but I think having a raid level would at least make it easier for players to push higher stages so that they could then at least feel good about their progression in Shadowland, even if the rewards aren't actually tweaked. That's probably the weakest suggestion I have, but it employs, you know, ideas that are already in the game, so it wouldn't be that difficult to implement. So let me know what you guys think of Shadowland rewards. Let Netmarble know what you think of the rewards. Hit them up on Twitter, hit them up on YouTube, Facebook, etc. And be polite, but be fair and be, you know, come correct as well. You want to tell them, hey guys, this is fun, but the rewards are kind of shit. Can we get a bump here? Can we get a little bump? And hopefully they listen. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching and all the support. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.